So, last update, we had Koenigsegg, and by you probably all know, people aren't happy with it. Now, I want to quickly say, this is not to take sides, not to just defend Voldexs, not to just go on to you guys' side. I want to try and put both point of sides to a view stance, I guess. Now, I'm going to start from this side and just make our way down, because it does get expensive over there. Anyway, so, first one, car pack. Honestly, we all should have expected a car pack. Literally, they have it for every big brand. Sadly, I can't show them because for whatever reason they remove it, like after you buy it or whatever. But you do get this. It's 3,500 Robux. I can't showcase it, sadly. Every single big brand has it. So Porsche has it, McLaren has it, Audi has it, and now Koenigsegg had it. It's all expected. You should have expected this. It's honestly kind of silly if you didn't expect a car pack. Now, I will agree, the price of this car pack is insane. Now, I don't know if the car is worth it performance-wise, because, I don't know, I haven't done any tests or whatever, but it is a very, very nice car. So, for looks, I would say it's worth it. Price of this, I do see why it's so high, though, and I do get why community's not happy with this, but other than that, it was kind of to be expected. Price is insanely high, but they might lower it again, because if you remember, the Pagani car pack was 4,500, and then they lowered it to 2,500 now, so maybe this will get lowered to 2,500, or maybe less. You also do get 1 million when you buy this, so it's cool. Anyway, next thing, Regera. Insane price for this, and the car isn't crazy good. And yeah, honestly, I don't know why it's called the Regera, because it is the Regera Ghost. I honestly don't know. But yeah, there's not really much to say about these, like, this car and then Gemera. These are on the same, like, stance. I get the Jesko, but 7 million for a Gemera and 8.5 million for this. It's honestly just stupid. I agree that these prices should not be this high. They shouldn't be this high for these cars. They're not that good for the price. I mean, like, they're okay, but, like, you could get a Hennessy Venom F5 for this price, and it's, like, 1,000,000 times better than this. And then if we get onto the final thing, Koenigsegg Jesko. 16 whole million. Now, obviously, people are not happy with this, and when I tried to defend this, saying my reasoning, people just made the excuse, oh yeah, I get money. Now, if you go back to my oldest videos, it took around a year and a little bit until I got into the D program where I actually got money. And up until then, I actually grinded all of my money. So I get why 60 million is so annoying to grind for one single car. But you have to look at the stat side of this. It's obviously not realistic to the price, but it's realistic to the stats of the car, kind of thing. So if you look at this, 320 miles per hour, acceleration 75, handling 77, and braking 58. This car is insanely good. Now, obviously, the price is insane. If the price was less, the car would have to be worse, and then people would probably make the excuse, oh, Koenigsegg isn't that worth it, the cars suck. But now, the excuse is, oh, the car is pricey. That's, like, the excuse. Now, I 100% get, like I said, grinding this car takes forever. But you can't expect it to be like 4 million and then have the same stats, or just be 4 million anyway. You have to kind of look at it from Voldexs' side as well. So, like I said, I want to try and get this both sides of the, picture. Community doesn't want to grind, which, granted, fair, whatever. And people who even had these cars before, say if you own the Jesko before, you don't have enough to get it again, kind of thing. Like, even if you didn't buy a single car in the middle of it, you cannot get this car again. Now, that's dumb? Yeah, I do think. But the car is insanely good. And Driving Empires took a year to get Koenigsegg. A whole year to get this. Now, like I said in my live video, this is in game forever. I'm going to stick with that. It is in game forever. I do agree the prices are crazy, but the Koenigseggs are in game forever. There's no limited, and I get, it might take a little bit to grind. If you do grind like an hour a day, that's over 1 million something for grinding, and it'll take you like 2 weeks. If you only want to spend an hour enjoying Empire, 2 weeks or a little bit more. It won't obviously take crazy amounts of time. Now, there's not really much to say about this update, because if you look past the prices, we finally have Koenigsegg. We literally have Koenigsegg, and also the models are crazy good. So like, this is the Esco model here. Look at this engine. I didn't think they could get more detailed than they did before, but they went ahead and did. Like, the detail in this is like, they have bolts on the stuff. They didn't need to do that. They could have just had it like, the detail is insane. Even when you go to, say, the Regera detail is just insane as well. The model details for this update are crazy, but people are going to be complaining just because of the price. Now, there's lots of people who will agree with this video and see both sides, and there will be a lot of people who literally just go, oh yeah, but the price, and they don't, you know, look at anything else. So, yeah, there's nothing else to say about this. People don't like this update because of the prices. I also don't think Koenigsegg is going to change, like, price at all. I don't see why they would. The cars are at their set prices now, apparently. I mean, they could be moved a little bit, but I don't think they would be moved that much. If the prices would be moved, they would be moved by like 1 million, maybe. At most, I think. I don't think they'll be moved by crazy amounts, because yes, goes crazy good, and it deserves to be at the price, even though it's not realistic at all. And then, I read the Gemera and the Regera. Like, the Regera is like good for the acceleration, I guess. I haven't really drove the Gemera because, I don't know, it's a family car. I will quickly cover this message because Eric said it, and I do want to put this out there. So, Eric said this message. One thing I will say, if you saw the dealership from high to low, across speed or handling, the pricing lines up more than directly comparing it to in real life cost. So this GT is a great example. I think it's important to note that we generally price vehicles that are meta performance to be in line with similar vehicles, and some variation based on rarity, exclusivity, you know, for like limiteds basically kind of thing. Just my thoughts. On an unrelated note, we'd like to see screenshots. So yeah, if you go to the dealership at the moment, the cars aren't based on real life prices anymore, apparently, or like mostly. They're based on, here we go, around the prices for the stuff. So this is 320 miles per hour, handling, you know, 77, it's 16 million. You go to, say, the Devil 16, the Devil 16 is 319, it's 12 million, but the handling is significantly worse. Now, if we go to the handling, we go to best to worst. Oh, look at this. We have literally the top 3 vehicles being near each other. So yeah, they put the cars as relative to the stats now, instead of like actual in real life stuff. So keep that in mind, I guess. I don't really mind that. I do see why people don't like it, because, I mean, top speed of this top speed sucks. But the handling is crazy good. Now, if this had a better top speed, guess what? This thing would be more expensive. Because that's how this, like, stats work now. It's not, you know, obviously realistic, stuff like that. But if you go to, like, games like Forza, not all their car prices there are realistic, I guess, as well. So yeah, they make them based on stats now instead of real life stuff, which makes sense. Like, it makes sense now, I guess. Basically what they're saying is the car is crazy good. They want to have the car crazy good, but they don't want the car to be also cheap so everyone can get it, and then it ruins kind of like everything. Because say this was 4 million, everyone would have a very good car at 4 million, and no one would want to grind for any better cars. This is an late game car. I get, like, if you want to get this car, you can't really without much grinding, but this is a late game car. If you like look at the stuff, Venom F5 is like a mid game car now. This is a late game car. So yeah, that's everything I have to say about this update. I'm not going to take Voldexs' side 100%. I'm not going to take people's side 100%. Driving Empire took a while to get these licenses, and I'm not going to complain about that. It's honestly amazing. The prices are literally just a small thing, and people are complaining and saying it's a whole L update just because of that. And I don't see why. It's not completely L update just because of the prices. The cars are still amazing. Everything is still amazing about the update. It's literally just prices, which I do get are still, you know, crazy, but it's not overpriced if you actually look into the stats and stuff like that. But that's about it. Tell me if you bought this car, and yeah, don't be silly in the comments. Have a brain. Have a good day.